Ladies and gentlemen, the International Water Day 2011 is just a few seconds old. At this late hour, I heartily want to welcome you to the press conference and want to thank you sincerely for your interest in the TUM DeSal Challenge 2011, especially while other people are already fast asleep. Together with the World Water Day, also our TUM Desalination Challenge 2011 is entering a crucial phase. In the next minutes, our jury is going to nominate 15 teams out of 21 who are entering the finals of our competition. But first of all, let me introduce today's speakers. To my right-hand side is Dr. Marco Spindler, who is representing the host of the TUM DeSal Challenge, the Institute of Thermodynamics of the Technische Universität München. Dr. Spindler is also a member of the steering committee. Then, next to him is Professor Dr. Oliver Meyer from GE Research, Global Research, who is representing the jury today and who is acting as vice chairman of the jury. To my left-hand side, Mr. Liang Zhao, member of the steering committee and responsible for fundraising. My name is Alexander Kreuz and I'm together with Ms. Linda Eichner, chairman of the steering committee. Marcus, please.
Well, thanks, Alex. As a representative of the Institute for Thermodynamics, I also say welcome to you all, and I want to take this opportunity to also say thanks first to every team who has handed in an application. I mean, without you as teams, such a competition simply wouldn't be possible. Second, to our honorable jury, who has already done magnificent work in the competition 2009, and is now taking over again in 2011. Evaluating the team applications was really a hard task for them this year. You can imagine that everyone had to read and comment about 180 pages of applications, but apparently they like it, isn't it, Professor Meyer? As you all volunteered to do it again this year, so thanks a lot for that. Third, I want to thank you to our official host, even if I'm a member of it, the Institute for Thermodynamics at Technische Universität München. A very warm thank you to Professor Sattelmeier, not only for believing in our idea, but also for actively supporting it. In the TUM DeSal Challenge, we have now entered a crucial phase. In a few minutes, we will hear from the jury who is going to enter the competition finals. Alex, what do you think? Which team is going to be a member of the 15 chosen ones?
Well, that's really an interesting question, isn't it? And that leads me to our hardworking jury and to the results of the jury evaluation. Unfortunately, the chairman of our jury, Mr. Mertes from DMI, Deutsche Meerwasser- und Salzungs GmbH, cannot be with us tonight. As it was his concern to fulfill his duty as a chairman, we are therefore going live to Mr. Mertes in Hamburg. Good evening, Hamburg. Moin moin, Mr. Mertes. How are you doing in the deep of the night? And has the jury already come to a solution?
Hello, team in Munich. Hello, my colleagues of the jury. And grüezi to Bavaria. Sorry for not being with you today due to other arrangements and coming with you via an electronical way. Due to time in the challenge, today the jury officially will announce the qualified teams of the Challenge 2011. And doing this, I will now go through the challenged and to the qualified teams. We start off with the team called Frog, headed by Christian Zillenbiller. The second team which is qualified is the SDSPTY. Christoph Ströhle is heading that team. The next team that has qualified is the team Radl 2.0. We've seen the team before in the last challenge, so welcome back and go for a next run. The next team that has qualified is the team Steam, headed by Yannick Blösel. The next team is the team Cyclone, headed by Markus Wenzel. The next team that has qualified is the team Solar are Aqua, which is headed by Christian Hoffmann. The next team qualified is the team Icarus, headed by Sebastian Kroja. The next team qualified is the team Solar Well, headed by Sebastian Heck. The next team qualified is the team Rohr, headed by Florian Kretzler. The next team qualified is the team TUM DeSal, headed by Albert Roger. The next team qualified is the team Aqua d'Est, headed by Alexander Butler. The next team qualified is the team Spiramid, headed by Jonathan Tornadre. The next team qualified is the team DeSal, headed by Stefan Kustermann. The next team qualified is the team KJ5, headed by Alexander Faller. And the next team is qualified called Sullen Slaves, headed by Felix Eikeler. Sorry for that. So, congratulations to all of you that you have qualified with your teams. For those who did not make it this time, we will give you a detailed feedback, and I'm sure next time you will be much more better than this time and be in the round again. And so, thanks a lot to all of you. I wish you all success, and now would like to hand over to my colleague Mr. Meyer, who will proceed with some more details in the challenge. I'm looking forward to see all of you during the challenge in Munich at the university. Thanks a lot and have a good time and a safe time.
Mr. Mertes, thank you very much. We are following your nomination very excitedly, and there's been a big deal of comments in the audience. Thanks again to Hamburg, and have a good and quiet night. Yeah, Markus, what do you think about the results?
Well, first of all, congratulations to our 15 finalists. But Professor Meyer, you certainly have heard your catchwords. I mean, you are one of the magnificent 7 jury members, so maybe you could briefly comment on the evaluation process itself. How did you come to the selection of teams, as we heard it from Mr. Mertes?
Yeah, Markus, thank you very much for that excellent question. As you might know, to balance 25 would be a lot of more. So 21 applications and 7 opinions to the jury members is certainly a very hard task. Anyway, we used a catalog of several criteria which were graded by German school marks from 1 to 6, where 1 is the best and 6 is the worst. The different criteria were again weighted from 1 to 10, meaning for, in this case, 1 being least important and 10 to being most important. However, maybe coming back to your question, Marcus, the jury has decided not to give a detailed justification for each team here and to have this as a discussion. We think it would be more efficient and more decent to discuss this not in public, but of course the jury aims for transparency, and that's why we think that the reasons for us to refuse some teams should be discussed between the teams and the organizers. Anyway, the jury is really looking forward to the contributions for 2011, as this time we have a much broader variety of application desalination processes, more innovative ideas, and more colorful team structures than last time. So looking forward to see this. I'm looking forward to July to the competition.
Professor Meyer, thank you very much for these insights in the stuff of life of the jury's work.